Hey there, Doc. Today we're diving into the fascinating history of money in the United States with the recent evolution to cryptocurrencies and a specific discussion of Bitcoin. In order to grasp the evolution of money, we need to start with the very basics. From the beginning of time, humans have engaged in a value-for-value exchange. Initially, people relied heavily on bartering, the tradings of goods and services directly for one another. This concept laid the groundwork for what we know as money, which is a store of value that makes these transactions much more efficient. As societies grew over time, the barter system became highly impractical, and therefore coins and paper money eventually emerged as a solution for the equal trades. In the United States, for many decades, precious metals like gold and silver were considered valuable assets. In the year 1900, the Gold Standard Act actually put the US on what is known as the gold standard. What the gold standard meant was that for every US paperback printed, there was a gold reserve backing it. So there was a gold reserve that backed every dollar. This meant that money had intrinsic value based on the physical commodity. Very cool and makes sense, right? Unfortunately, prompted by the rush on banks during the Great Recession of 1933, President Franklin D. Roosevelt moved the US off the gold standard to the gold exchange standard, which eventually prohibited individuals from even owning the physical asset of gold for anything other than jewelry. The ability to exchange dollar bills for gold was restricted to government purposes only. Interesting, right? Fast forward from 1933 to 1971, and even more shift away from gold continued when President Richard Nixon initiated Nixon shock. What this meant was that he ended the convertibility of gold to paper money. And this truly marked the transition to fiat money. For those that don't know, fiat money is like paper money that has benefit or that has value because a government says it does. So fiat money is government-backed money. The Nixon shock was truly a critical juncture in time because it meant that money no longer had a physical asset backing it, and its value again was derived solely from government decree. It's starting not to make sense to me. Does it make sense to you? Since that pivotal moment in 1971, we've witnessed a remarkable evolution from the physical paper money to digital transactions, debit cards, and now even credit cards. And then we've gone a step further. In the late 2000s, a person or a group by the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto released a product known as Bitcoin. If you were to ask your AI today to describe a Bitcoin, you'll get some technical mumble jumble about how it's a decentralized digital currency. But what does that really mean? Personally, I like to compare Bitcoins to trading cards, but a more modern version, a digitalized trading card. Just like my digital trading cards, Bitcoins exist in a digital format. You can just see them on your screen in a digital wallet, but you can't physically touch them like you could with paper money, fiat money from the previous section. Each and every Bitcoin is unique, and it carries a specific number, allowing anyone and everyone to know who holds that particular Bitcoin. What's the beauty of that? The individual that owns the Bitcoin has complete autonomy over it. Notice the catch there? Autonomy over it. You can move it, you can sell it, you can put it in a safe, you can move it to various areas, but you're the one that has it. The true beauty of holding the Bitcoin is that you don't need to ask permission from a government or a bank to do anything that you want with it. In my opinion, this was the major reason why Bitcoin was created. There is no central authority. Bitcoin has value because the people holding it said it does, not because a government said so. Just like my trading cards can be exchanged for fiat money or goods or services, Bitcoins can also be traded. It's kind of a form of digital money, and it gives you autonomy over your own finances. Behind Bitcoin is the technology known as a blockchain, which is a process of recording all the global transactions to ensure transparency of who has what. The security of Bitcoin has been enhanced by a technology known as cryptography, which is essentially a unique set of keys that allows access to your particular Bitcoins. Only the individual that holds the keys can use, move, send, or touch those Bitcoins. So as long as you don't lose your keys, your Bitcoins remain secure to you. Lastly, just like the value of my trading cards can fluctuate, so does the value of Bitcoins. However, since their inception in 2009, the price has dramatically risen when compared to virtually any other investment on the market. Let me know in the comments, did this breakdown comparing Bitcoins to trading cards help you? Did you know all about the evolution of money? What do you think? Should we just buy gold or should we just buy Bitcoins? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future financial advice tailored to Associate Dennis. In the meantime, and as always, stay drilling, my friends.